Hi, I'm going to show you how to use the OneTouch Verio Flex glucose monitoring system. So you have your glucometer meter here, and then this is the needle part that pokes you, and then you also have what's called a lancet. That's what you put on your little needle part here. And then you also have some glucose strips that you'll put on in your meter. So you'll also need some alcohol. You can get alcohol pads. For this session, we're going to use alcohol and a cotton swab. So first, make sure to wash your hands. And then your next step will be to get this little device. I'll show you how to work this. This is what will poke you. So first you'll take off this top. You kind of twist it and pull at the same time. Okay, so now that's the needle, but I'm gonna show you how to take it out, which you push that button. And I'm gonna put a new one in for you guys. And then you just pull out that needle once it pops out. So here's the needle part. I'm gonna hold that. Sorry. I'm gonna twist this. So you're gonna twist this top off. So just keep twisting. And then now that it's loose, you can pull it out. And then here's your poker part. You put that end on. Oops, sorry, I probably shouldn't have taken this part off yet, because then I could have poked myself. So now that it's in there, you could twist this off. Sorry about that. And then, so this gauge here shows how deep you want the puncture to be. So the higher the number, the harder it's gonna, or like deeper it's gonna push and make that blood come out. And then this is the little slider part. You're gonna slide this down, and you kind of heard a click, so that means it's cocked. And you could put this back on, and you just kind of push it on that way. So now your needle's primed or cocked. We have it set to 5, but you could start at the lowest kind of number and kind of determine how deep you need that puncture to be for yourself. And then these are the strips. So
what is a strip?
A glucose strip, that's what you put your blood on. So there's two sides. Here's a white side, and then here's kind of a colored side. You put this little prong part in your glucometer. So in this, you put the colored side up top. So, and you just push down. As you can see, the meter turned on, and there's a little blood drop blinking. So make sure that that is blinking when you get your blood sample. So now I'm going to clean the finger, whichever finger you want to poke. Make sure to switch fingers. Don't just poke the same exact finger all the time, because then you're going to end up with a callus. Okay. So just cleaning the finger. And then here's this part. This is where the needle is going to come out. You don't see it, but once you push this green button, you'll see it. So I kind of
massage.
Yeah, I kind of like push on your finger, kind of squeeze it just to get that blood flow going, and then you'll kind of put this part against the skin, and then you're gonna push the green button. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Okay. So now I'm kind of pushing at the blood sample. That the blood sample is still blinking on my meter. If it was not, you just pull your strip out and just reinsert it so that it's on. And then just put that blood sample on one of the sides of that glucose strip and set it down, and you can stop the bleeding with gauze or whatever you have. And then you'll just take out the strip because it's all finished, and dispose of your strip. There's also, you may have the storage supply for your glucometer. So this goes here.
Don't go up by itself.
And yeah, it will go off by itself. To turn it on, you just put that strip in and it will turn on. This carries your strips, and then this carries your little poker part. And I had showed you previously how to remove that needle.
Is that what these are? No.
No, this part is for the strips, so that's what we put the blood on. So that's the strips.
Okay.
And then these little poker parts are called lancets, or whatever you like to call it, pokers, needles. So there it is stored properly. And then I think that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know.